I'm a werewolf.
An American Werewolf in London. Something different.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new segment of my channel called Horror Classics. Here I'll be talking about the classics that made an impact on the horror genre. And have we got a spine-chilling one here today with the 1981 horror comedy An American Werewolf in London. It tells the story of two young Americans named David and Jack who are touring England when attacked by a werewolf. David manages to escape, but his not-so-lucky friend is now but a dead spirit who warns David that when the full moon is out, he will turn into a werewolf, and the only way to prevent any more deaths is for him to kill himself. The film was directed by John Landis, who is most well known for directing comedies like Animal House and The Blues Brothers. He has done quite a few horror movies in the past, but this is definitely considered his best horror film and quite possibly his best film. Landis originally got the idea for this film when working as a production assistant on the film Kelly's Heroes in Yugoslavia. He came across a group of gypsies who were performing a ritual on a man being buried so that he would not rise from the grave. This made him realize that the thought of the undead was something that he would never want to confront, but it was also something that he thought would make for a good movie. Now, what werewolves have to do with gypsy rituals, I do not know, but what I do know is that I should probably start talking about the film itself. This film is categorized as a horror comedy, which if you did not know yet, many of my favorite films are horror comedies. However, this film is not like most other ones. When Landis first tried finding someone to finance his film, many of the financiers declined, saying it was too scary to be a comedy, but too silly to be a horror. And I think that's one of the key reasons why this film is so successful. There's never been another movie that feels the way that this one does. I think the part of this film that classifies it as a comedy is that it takes such a cartoony and comedic cast and puts them in a serious horror movie setting. The main character, David, played by David Naughton, is such an energetic and happy person to be going through all of this werewolf drama, and he actually got his fame from being a lead singer in a 70s Dr. Pepper ad.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I'm part of an original crowd. And if you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
That Dr. Pepper guy had such a great run. I wonder where he is now. Speaking of Dr. Pepper jingles, this movie also features an amazing soundtrack. Every song in this film has the word moon in the title, and they all have such upbeat and happy tunes, which adds to the irony of many grim situations. That ending especially is great, and it's definitely one of my top 10 favorite movie endings. However, the real star of this film is the incredible effects. This was actually the first film to ever win an Oscar for Best Makeup, and it's all thanks to this guy, Rick Baker. For those of you who don't know Rick Baker, this guy is a god. He's done some of the best makeup and special effects of all time and has done work on Star Wars, Men in Black, Gremlins 2, and so much more. The scene which seemed to have gained the most praise over the years is definitely the werewolf transformation scene, which took Rick Baker years to perfect. I still wonder how they pulled it off. The design of the werewolf puppet is also very creepy and really shows us how much scarier something can be when it's really there. But I think the effects that I admired most were the scars on the character Jack. It was also really cool seeing him slowly decaying, and I especially loved the animatronic used for his last stage of decay. There's just something about animatronic skeletons that make them so fun to see. After that, there's not much else to say other than this film managed to be successful in multiple ways, and it's not too hard to see why people consider this movie a classic. And with the amount of crappy horror remakes being released today, I'm glad they chose to leave this classic alone. Come on, seriously?
Standing alone without a dream in my